Hello everyone, welcome back with me. I'm Crystal Z, and in today's podcast, I would like to share one of my personal stories. So, the theme in our podcast or in this episode is about when you need to let go of someone that you so much dearly in your life. It could be a boyfriend, it could be your loved one, it could be someone that you like, or it could be your crush, but you need to let them go because you need to move on in your life. So, it's my personal experience. Well, actually, I'm still struggling to let that person go. He's the person that is so much daily in my life. This, this quite several years that I have to let these persons go because of certain reason. And I know if you experience in these kind of situations, it's not easy and it's not really easy. Although it's not that hard actually. But sometimes we are kept in our imagination or in our own feelings that we are so much already used to with these persons in our life. And let that person go just could be like the scariest, it would be the worst nightmare or in our worst scenario ever if we've been experiencing these situations. And of course, the first one, time will heal, and it depends on that person's. In my perspective, I'm still struggling for this couple of months, and things that I would like to share is the first one is we need to reduce our contact with those persons. Yeah, sometimes women are too much emotions and emotionally attached with this situation or this feeling, and sometimes you are really hard and difficult to barely being so much try to reduce our attachment with those persons. Of course, we need to make ourselves busy by reducing our connection with these persons. You are less feeling the connection between you two, between both of you. And then after it, you make yourself busy. You have less time to think about that person and try to do meditations or try to meditate by self love. You've mentioned, or you could be journaling, mentioning of how much you love yourself, of how much the things that you want to achieve in this life, and set your own goals in the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of days, in the next couple of months. It depends on yourself. And never push yourself that hard. And the second one, my advice would be find a partner that would really so much relate to you. It could be a friend, it could be a mentor. And if you are in that kind of point that you think that you cannot hold it anymore, you can just share it with your friends, your best friends, a person that you can share, your mentor, or anyone that you feel that you need them to share these feelings, to share these emotions, because everyone in this whole universe, we might meet someone else, including myself. I don't want to pretend to be a hero of my own, but I would never argue anymore that we need someone that could listen to our story, that could listen to our feelings, that someone that could attach with our own story, although they could not understand it, but at least they could listen to it and share our pains, share our struggles, share our tears. And if you could cry and just let it out. This is one of my friends said to me when I share these emotions and these feelings. I cried. I cried out loud to her, and she said, "Just let it out, see, just let it out." And you cannot pretend, you cannot hold it more, otherwise it was just like a bomb that was waiting for the right time to explode. And yes, I was crying at that time, and I feel so much relief that that person's listened to my story. Although it would be difficult for her to understand because I'm the one who's dealing with it, but the value is she's willing to listen to my story, my difficulties, my struggle, my pain, and it made me feel so much relieved that I can share it to that person. And it could be anything. It could be journaling. It could be praying with your God. It could be meditation. And you don't have to share with the other ones, with the other persons. And yeah, after share it with your closest ones, you just let the time heal you. And if you really need to meet up with that person, asking this question to you. I got this from my friend. Is it okay for you if you meet that person? How do you feel? And it's totally okay if you would like to take a break and you don't want to see this person anymore in quite some time. Just say it. It could be a work that you have to meet that person, or it could be a project, it could be a collaboration, it could be anything. Just take your time and wait until you really know the situations, understand, then there would be no any other reasons that we have to let that person go. It could be a memory of your loved one who already passed away, and it could be your your siblings, it could be your parents, it could be anyone. The most important part is it's okay for not being okay. Never hiding it. And if you need to share it to someone, just share it. And never feel so much shame that you are fragile. Because all of us are human beings. We cannot live in this alone. And that is my tips for you for anyone of you if you are struggling to let that person or someone go. First one is Sarah here. Reduce your attachment with this person and get yourself busy and get time of yourself. Second, find someone. It could be persons, it could be journaling, it could be meditations, your quality time about your your self love, love to yourself, and also sharing your struggle, sharing your pain, sharing your difficulties with your friends, with your closest ones. It could be your mentor, it could be anyone who are willing to listen to your story. And then after that, knowing the situation and understand and realize what is best for you. And you would know and understand and accept these feelings, accept these emotions, accept their reality, that there will be no any other reasons except that we need to let that person go. So, ladies and gentlemen, to all my listeners out there in this whole universe and galaxy, no matter who you're all still a human being, and we don't have to be afraid, and we don't have to be ashamed if we need someone, and it's totally okay for not being okay. And therefore, I will gladly say, I relive now. I already reduced my feelings through that person's, and I think I can let him go now. And of course, I would pray for the best of him, and I need to move on to my life because there will be plenty of an adventures waiting for me out there. And sometimes it's kind of scary because you're already getting used to with someone and you have to being alone and try to do your best, but see in a positive way, it's a much better than making yourself trapped in the same hole over and over again. So I hope these tips are benefit for all of you and you can move on and enjoy your life journey. Thank you so much for listening and we'll see you again in our next episode. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Crystal Z. I'm signing out. Have a good and wonderful day for you. Thank you so much. Bye.